When did your teachers realize they'd been wrong about you all along? I was the kid they put in the back corner, not because I was trouble, but because I was a lost cause. That's what Mrs. Callahan wrote on my file in 8th grade. I saw it once when she left her laptop open. Lacks focus, minimal effort, limited potential. My crime? I couldn't stop drawing. Every worksheet, every textbook margin, every single surface my pencil could touch. Teachers would lecture for 40 minutes, and I'd have a full comic strip instead of notes. They called my parents constantly, tried detention, took away my sketchbooks, put me in remedial classes even though I tested fine. One counselor told my mom I'd probably end up in a trade because not everyone is built for academics. Nobody asked why I drew. Nobody noticed that I actually remembered everything I sketched. They just saw a kid who wouldn't conform and wrote me off before I hit 15. Senior year, everything changed because of the Westbrook Innovation Challenge. $10,000 prize, judges from 3 tech companies, every AP kid in the school scrambling to build apps and pitch startups. I wasn't going to enter. Why would I? But then my physics teacher, Mr. Okonkwo, pulled me aside after class. You're entering this thing. I laughed. He didn't. I've watched you draw my entire lesson and then ace the test. You see things other people don't. That's not a disability. That's a weapon. He handed me the entry form. First adult in 12 years of school who didn't look at me like a problem to fix. I signed up that afternoon without any idea what I'd actually do. My competition was Ashton Pierce, valedictorian, perfect SAT, already accepted to Stanford early decision. His project was some AI scheduling app that teachers couldn't stop praising. During the preliminary round, he saw my entry form and literally laughed out loud. You're competing? With what, doodles? I didn't answer, just kept working. My project was a visual learning system. I'd spent years drawing concepts instead of writing them because that's how my brain worked. So I designed a method for turning any lesson into comic-style panels with memory triggers built in. Tested it on my younger cousin who was failing history. His grade jumped from a D to a B in 3 weeks. The judges seemed interested during prelims. Ashton looked nervous for the first time ever. He started telling people my project was arts and crafts and not real innovation. Teachers nodded along. Of course they did. Finals night. Auditorium packed. Parents, administrators, local news. Ashton presented first. Flawless delivery, charts and projections. Standing ovation from the faculty section. Then me. I didn't have slides. I had a 12-panel visual story explaining exactly how traditional education fails visual learners, complete with data showing that 65% of people learn better through images. I showed before and after results from 8 students I'd tutored using my method. Every single one improved. Then I did something that made the room go silent. I pulled up my school file, the one Mrs. Callahan wrote. Lost cause, limited potential. I let it sit on the screen for 10 seconds. This was written about me because I learned differently. Not wrong, differently. I pointed at my results. Imagine how many lost causes we're creating because we only teach one way. Nobody clapped at first. Then one judge stood up, then another, then the whole auditorium. I won by unanimous decision. Ashton didn't shake my hand, didn't even look at me, but the judges said my project had more real-world impact than anything they'd seen in 5 years of this competition. Mrs. Callahan found me in the hallway afterward. She looked like she wanted to apologize but couldn't find the words. I saved her the trouble. You should probably update your files. Walked away before she could respond. The local paper ran a story the next week. Title was Lost Cause Wins Innovation Challenge. 3 schools contacted me about implementing my visual learning method. The education nonprofit offered me an internship. All because one teacher finally saw what 12 years of others refused to see. Mr. Okonkwo framed my winning certificate and hung it in his classroom with a note underneath. Evidence that the system doesn't always know best.